As you can see here, exciting exhaust update. The old exhaust is off the car. You can see where we cut it down here. Separate the down tube from the main silencer, and across the back here where we cut the tailpipes. On the previous video you'll have seen that this was all welded up. I'll get onto the new exhaust in a minute, but you can see what the camera doing here, just here where the old one had split and was generally not looking brilliant, although it was stainless steel once upon in its life. But this exhaust holds a secret. Well, it's not really a secret, I know what's there, but hopefully all should be revealed if I can get this camera in the right position, and depending on how long it takes me to get the mystery object out of this. Now I don't know whether you're going to be able to hear this on the video, but we shall see. There is a distinct rattle in here, and that is the mystery object. 10 internet bonus points if you can guess what it is. But it's not immediately shaking out. Let's see if I can try this another way. Really hard to see down there. Might need some cutting, I think. Okay, so cutting this thing out in the street is not going to be a quick job. Not without power tools, which I'd need to take it inside for. So I think the big reveal will have to wait a little bit longer. But in the meantime, the new exhaust. Now I did think about filming the full install of this, but a couple of reasons why I didn't. First was that I didn't do it here. I was at my friend Willie's garage, and not only did he lend me his garage and ramps and axle stands and stuff, which is hugely appreciated, but also helped me out for most of this. And although I did take my camera, I just took a few still shots because the whole job took us 8 hours. I thought it might take 5 or 6, but it took 8. That's what 2 of us working on it most of the time. And that wasn't because we had shared bolts or snapped stuff. It was just a faffy, time-consuming process. Okay, in part we had to cut the old exhaust off rather than just neatly join other bits up, but nevertheless something of an involved process. You can probably just see down here that we got a new down tube bolted up to the manifold just there, and then if we go underneath, this bit of junk out of the way, you'll see that we've got, I hope we can see in this light, a new clamp. So this was missing on the, well, it wasn't missing on the original exhaust. It had been welded to the exhaust, the clamp, but not actually attached to the bracket at the bottom of the engine on the sump there. And I've got an additional stainless steel clamp just in front of that there, just to make sure it's a nice tight seal. So that's a mild steel down tube, and then we've got a new stainless steel flexi pipe in the middle there, and again I've got a stainless steel clamp where it joins onto the new center silencer. So the the down tube, the clamp, the engine bracket clamp, and the flexi came from Citroen Classics. I've got a voucher there. The stainless steel silencer was from PD Goff, who were excellent, and I'll go around the other side and show you what we've done over there. So we've got new rubbers as well on here. That was part of a front mounting kit from Citroen Classics, which included the engine bracket there, and then the clamp, the standard clamp that goes on to join the main silencer. These flared French fittings, as I think they're called, onto the tailpipes here. Now, a previous video, remember that my car's got these long, what were single piece stainless steel tailpipes, although they don't look very stainless here. And I thought I'd need to get a custom thing done with sleeve. But what PD Goff did is they threw in these shorter intermediary sections, which then you can see comes to a sleeved fitting here. So I could cut the old silencer out, and we took the whole silencer, the whole exhaust system out, sorry, and then cut this to fit on the floor and put it back in. We just actually ended using these brackets at the back and slid the exhaust, we took the brackets, sorry, at the back there off the floor. We left them on the exhaust, took them off the straps off the floor and cut it there with the angle grinder, and joined it back up, and it's quite a neat solution. Thank you to PD Goff for suggesting that. I think that was the way to go. It's the shiniest, cleanest thing on the car, and it's a shame that it's buried underneath it, but never mind. The clamps here, this is a standard clamp that they have that's bolted up. These ones here and the other clamp, the clamps at either end of the flexi are stainless steel, completely stainless steel clamps. Mecalor is a manufacturer. They do all sorts of different fittings. I think these are called super heavy duty or something, but they do part stainless steel, full stainless steel. These ones came from a supplier called Westfield Fasteners, and they're great. They're really secure fitting on here, and I wanted something that would be, because stainless steel isn't as malleable as mild steel, wanted something that would give a good even clamp all the way around, and they work well as across on here on that front silencer. One of the reasons why I think it took us longer than anticipated, first of all, was dropping the full exhaust, and the second was that as I'd originally thought about cutting the exhaust on the car other than taking it off, I hadn't got these new clamps here. Now, part of the reason why I decided to cut in the car is that you can only buy these as part of a rear fitting kit, but the rear fitting kits are for cars with either a rear silencer or pipes that exit just behind the left left rear wheel. So you only come with one of these, whereas I have two. And although you can buy these straps separately, didn't find anywhere that could supply these separately. So we went with the old ones. They're okay, Nick, but the bolts were faffy, and I think we spent probably as much time trying to find better nuts and bolts that would fit onto here than we did much else. I've put in some stainless steel bolts on either side here. That middle one is kind of rusted up a bit too much to get off without risking snapping it, so that's been tidied up a little bit. The other thing that took an inordinate amount of time faffing about was, of course, at the front here, needing to get the air filter off and then the heat shield under here to be able to get in and get easily to these bolts and the bracket that fits onto the exhaust manifold. This clamp on the exhaust manifold, this is something Willie spotted actually. There's a V groove in it, but it's not symmetrical. So there's a deeper portion that goes around the cast exhaust manifold and a slightly shallow one at the bottom there. So it's deeper at the top here, shallow at the bottom there, that goes around the downpipe. And anybody who's worked on a certain knows that getting air filters often, particularly my heat shield is a little bit worse for wear, so it's not the easiest thing to slide in and out. So it's just getting that and getting nuts and bolts on, etc. A faffy fiddly job that just takes time. So I think if you're attempting this at home yourself, first of all, ramps are absolutely essential. We just use these drive-on ramps. I think if you budget yourself 6 to 8 hours for a whole system, which is effectively what we were doing in terms of dropping things up and down, that's probably a realistic time scale. I'm sure a garage could whack it on and off in a 2 or 3 hours or something perhaps, but it went relatively smoothly, all things considered. A little bit footery. We managed to get the that's the other thing we got wrong. Remember to take pictures. Is these arms under here. We somehow managed to get these back to front or upside down or some such, which we didn't realise until we'd bolted things up and thought, hold on, this isn't sitting right. So take pictures even if you think, I'll remember what that's like, and probably get more nuts and bolts and brackets than you think you'll need. I did have a pack of stainless steel nuts and bolts, but most of these are M7s for brackets, and of course that's the sort of size that doesn't come in these multi-packs. We did find acceptable substitutes and get those on, but it's daft little things like that take time, as well as standing having a cup of tea and trying not to swear at things. So stuff, I think that's what you're looking at to do something like this. If you're getting a full system, stainless pipes out the back, you could probably add another £100 or something on that as well. But all in all, it's looking quite good, and most importantly sounds better. And I think we're hopefully home and dry with this for the next 20 years or so, fingers crossed. So here we are, back with the old exhaust, and I've done a bit of slicing and dicing, and time for the big reveal of the exhaust mystery. Try to do this one-handed. Right, that's okay. Okay, double skin. Oh, damn it. Sorry about that. Need to get this out somehow. Oh, there we go. It's coming. Okay. Can't remember whether I've got my tetanus jab or not. Right. And in here, my missing 13mm combi spanner. And if you're wondering how this ended up in here, well, last May we had a technical weekend and I replaced the exhaust manifold, and I double nutted one of the studs to wind it in, and this spanner slipped, did a perfect somersault in the air, and went down the down tube. And at first we thought it was just lodged at the corner of the down tube, but obviously it was short enough to go past that. We tried fishing it out with magnets and extending rods and God knows what else and grabbers, but nothing was happening. So it must have gone through the bend with the down tube and actually come out, remarkably, into here. And when I took the exhaust off, I heard it something rattling about in here. I must remember to keep the camera on this. And that's been it. I mean, there's almost not enough space for it to go back out. It must have been, I'm not even sure how that could go all the way down there. But there we go. Spanner back. Extra heat treated now, I'm guessing. Fantastic. Here, I hope, endeth the exhaust adventures.